Good evening, everyone. My name is Yuri Klaz, and I'm the artistic director of the Winnipeg Singers. Warm welcome to all who were able to join us for this evening. On October 25th, the Winnipeg Singers would have had its first opening concert of the season 20 and 21 called The Music of Our Homelands, dedicated to the 150th anniversary of Manitoba. Obviously, this concert, as many other cultural events in Winnipeg, has been cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As the celebration of Manitoba's Jubilee was postponed until the next year, we sincerely hope that we'll be able to present to you live this concert next fall. In the meantime, we've decided to have this event to release our new videos, to connect with the audience, with donors, with our sponsors, and to express our deepest appreciation for your great support of the Winnipeg Singers. During tonight's program, we will have some reflections on the previous touring of the choir. You will hear from some of our choristers. You will hear from our executive director, Pat Ray, our board chair, Ron Lambert. Sid Robinovitch, Winnipeg composer, will introduce his piece, The Lord is My Shepherd. At the end of the program, you will have a chance to watch the new videos of the Winnipeg Singers recorded in August. Unfortunately, our last season was cut short and we didn't have a chance to have our last concert. We were supposed to perform newly written composition by Canadian composer Matthew Whittle, These Things Remain, and Messe Solennelle by Hector Berlioz with the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra and the Winnipeg Philharmonic Choir. Following the concerts in Winnipeg, we were planning to go on a concert tour with the WSO to Netherlands and Belgium to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the liberation of Netherlands by Canadian troops at the end of Second World War. We hope that we'll be able to do that in year 2022. Speaking of touring, in the past few years, the Winnipeg Singers had two very successful trips to Europe. In 2016, we've toured Germany, Austria, and Italy, performing in various cities such as Munich, Salzburg, Venice, Florence, and Rome. In Florence, the choir took part in the 5th International Flora Choral Festival, winning the Best Choir Award, the Golden David. In 2019, the Winnipeg Singers embarked on another European trip, this time to Spain and Finland. The choir entered the International Choral Festival Golden Voices of Barcelona, receiving numerous awards and the Grand Prix of the festival. The final concert of the festival took place in a crypt of the famous Sagrada Familia Cathedral in Barcelona. One of our audience members captured the short video of the Winnipeg Singers performing Ave Maria by Spanish composer Javier Busto. We would like to share that video with you now. It was my long-standing desire to bring the Winnipeg Singers to Finland. I've been to Finland many times by myself and with my Russian choir, and I thought that would be a great idea to arrange the concert tour of the Winnipeg Singers in Finland. We've had several concerts in various cities across Finland, and most importantly, we've had a wonderful opportunity to perform in famous Temppeli-Aukio Church, as always known as Rock Church in Helsinki. The Rock Church is one of the most iconic tourist attractions in Finland, and it also a very important concert stage in Helsinki and in Finland. They have about 250 concerts every year in this church. So again, we have a short video for you from Rock Church of the Winnipeg Singers performing the spiritual, The Battle of Jericho by Moses Hogan.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pat Ray. I've been the executive director of the Winnipeg Singers for the past 10 years, and I've also been a chorister in the alto section of the choir for a long time. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our many sponsors and donors. Your support, especially in this difficult time, is so important to us. I would like to acknowledge the Canada Council for the Arts, the Manitoba Arts Council, the Winnipeg Arts Council, the Foundation for Choral Music in Manitoba, the Winnipeg Foundation, and the Gail Asper Family Foundation. I would also like to acknowledge our corporate sponsors, Pitt Blado Law, Hub International Insurance, Wawanesa Insurance, LBL Holdings, and Ron and Sandy Mielitz. I would also like to acknowledge all of you who individually donate to the choir and those of you who help us by attending our concerts and events. We rely on the support of our sponsors, donors, and supporters, especially in this difficult time for the arts and especially for choral music. We want to express our appreciation for your support. I would like to thank our technical team, Collective Broadcast Company, Compass Digital Media, and Dan Donahue. I would like to thank our artistic team, Yuri Klaz, Donna Laube, and the Winnipeg Singers. And I would like to thank our project coordinator, Vic Hooper of Station V. Thanks to you for joining this video launch. I hope that you enjoy the presentation. And now I would like to introduce our choir president and member of the bass section of the choir, Bruce Waldy. Welcome, Bruce.
Good evening. The Winnipeg Singers has been a part of the Winnipeg music scene for a very long time. And for us as singers, we get to win both ways, because not only do we get to share music with the Winnipeg community, but we get to make that music. And that gives us a chance to share things, to share music from all over the world, but even more importantly, to share music from Winnipeg. We get a chance to represent Winnipeg in the world and to represent Canada as well, not only performing at a very high level, things which people do recognize, but also works by people like our own Sid Robinovitch. And as a singer in the choir, I can't say how much that chance to enjoy our music, to make music, and to share it with people in the audience means to us as singers. So without ado, I want to pass over to another one of our altos, one of our strong, lovely young singers. Here's Miss Jody Borley.
Hi, everybody. As Bruce said, my name is Jody Borley. And yes, I am an alto like Pat with the Winnipeg Singers. And I'm also a choir representative on the board of directors. And we are beyond thrilled to once again be sharing some of our music tonight with all of you watching. And thank you so much for watching. We would obviously prefer to see you in person, but on the bright side, through this wonderful format, we are able to share our music not only with our fans in Winnipeg, but also with those of you watching around the globe. I would personally like to say hi to my family and friends watching across Canada and in Australia. So hi, everybody. And although the pandemic is what keeps us apart in person, and these are strange and somewhat difficult times, my hope is that this music we have created leaves you with a sense of joy and peace and serenity, and knowing that we can once again be able to share our music with you gives me tremendous hope. And with that, until we can be together again, performing live for each of you, please enjoy this beautiful music that we as the Winnipeg Singers has created for you. And now I'd like to introduce you to Ron Lambert.
Hi, I'm board chair of the Winnipeg Singers. I want to leave you to start with 4 words: possibilities, faith, united. You heard them all yesterday on the TV. And I'll add one more: magic. Possibilities. That's what our concert season and concerts were to be. And you know what's happened. Our sponsors and our funders are maintaining their strong support for our future possibilities for concerts when we get back to it. We know that our choristers and our soloists within the Winnipeg Singers are also strong supporters of us staying together through this time period. We look forward to our guest artists when we resume our concerts. We have faith in you, our subscribers, in our audience, and in our donors to be here today for the Winnipeg Singers and for our conductor, Yuri Klaz, and our choir, and also in the months ahead. The board is united, along with our artistic director and executive director, in maintaining the purpose, the mission, and the choristers necessary to carry on our endeavors through this time period, so that at the end, the possibilities of live concerts will be able to be seen and viewed and enjoyed by people in Winnipeg. Live concerts have something to give you, and that is magic. Music is probably the only real magic I have encountered in my life. That's a quote by a famous singer, Tom Petty. The Indigenous Mosaic concert that we had not long ago had the opportunity to present something as a gift to people in this sack. It was tobacco. Now it's your turn to present Winnipeg Singers with your gift in the form of a donation by simply clicking on the donate button on the Winnipeg Singers webpage, or clicking on your pen, writing a check, and getting it in the mail to us. The board, Yuri Klaz, the executive director, and all the choristers would greatly appreciate your united action today to make this magic of united donations by everybody watching this happen as quickly as possible. Your donation opens the possibilities for the Winnipeg Singers and our choristers and the Yuri Klaz great repertoire of music that he has selected to be performed in the near future. We welcome your participation in this. And now I'd like you to turn your attention to Yuri Klaz as we introduce the next two important items.
I would like to say a few words about the actual video we've recorded for you. And before I do that, I would like to, first of all, thank all the choir members, all the choristers, all the singers who took part in that preparation of the videos. It was pretty much time consuming. And I would like to thank Dan Donahue, our recording engineer, and Ivan Hughes for making that video happen. And I would like to thank Donna Laube for taking part in this project as well. As you know, we're not allowed to sing live at the moment. Unfortunately, we all keep saying live very soon, and we sincerely hope it's going to happen soon. So in order for us to create that video for you, the choir had gathered in separate groups per section, tenors separately, sopranos, altos, and so on. And we've recorded each track, and then Dan Donahue combined it all together as an audio track. Then Ivan Hughes filmed us in the Assiniboine Park, and then both Ivan and Dan put this video together, put this video and audio file together. And that's the final project you will be able to see tonight. I also would like to say that it's been quite difficult for me as an artistic director to make a decision what of all vast variety of our music performed over the years we would put into that video. And after quite long consideration, I thought that the best idea would be to do one of the pieces of Ola Gjeilo and our own Winnipeg Sid Robinovitch. Ola Gjeilo was here in Winnipeg, and we've had an absolute fantastic concert with him at the end of 2019. And Sid is a long friend of the Winnipeg Singers, and I just passed the microphone to him to introduce one of his pieces. But before we do that, we will hear The Rose by Ola Gjeilo.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Sid Robinovitch, and I'm very happy to be part of this event. This is really something special. I think these Zoom types of concerts are really going to be the wave of the future. And it's good to see that the Winnipeg Singers are riding that wave. It is really amazing what you can do. Last week I was at a concert in Seattle. Tomorrow I'm going to a concert in Columbus, Ohio. Not necessary to travel anywhere, not necessary to get dressed. You can stay at home, watch the concert, pop your popcorn, and have a good time. But of course, this is never a substitute for live concerts, and we hope that we will be able to get back into them very shortly. As Yuri mentioned, I have been a friend of the Winnipeg Singers for many years. They have performed many of my works. Just to mention some of the highlights, I remember I traveled together with them to Japan. I remember a performance that we did where we collaborated with the Winnipeg Contemporary Dancers. It was called El Rio. It was something special. The Singers did a whole concert dedicated to my music, and then afterwards we recorded that. So there have been many very special events with the Winnipeg Singers, and they certainly are an important part of my artistic life. The piece that you're going to hear is called "The Lord is My Shepherd," which of course everybody knows that text. It's from Psalm 23. I wrote this piece. I can't believe how long ago it was. I had to look it up. It was 2004. And this piece was commissioned by the Royal Canadian College of Organists for an organ festival that took place in Winnipeg that year. And there was a concert where they commissioned some new works based on Psalms. The whole program, I believe, was dedicated to Psalms. And to get some details about the program, I looked up a review that had been written in the Winnipeg Free Press by Gwenda Nemirovsky, and I'm so happy that I can mention her name. She was a dear and beloved member of the music community here, and I'm sure many of you will remember her review, the reviews that she did in the Winnipeg Free Press. She died at a very, very young age in 2013. Anyway, in her review, she mentioned the concert where this piece that you're going to hear was performed, and it was in the middle of July at Crescent Fort Rouge United Church, and you folks know what that's like. It is hot. And she commented how people were fanning themselves and drinking water. So, but when I read those details, it brought back memories of the concert. So the piece is in my kind of, I don't know, neo-Renaissance style or whatever, and the text is the traditional text of the 23rd Psalm, and it's been done. The piece has been done quite a few times by the Winnipeg Singers and by other groups as well. So I hope you'll enjoy that. Let me say once again, it's been a great honor to have been associated with the Winnipeg Singers for so many years, and I look forward to future collaborations. Thank you.
He maketh thee
Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's program. We hope you enjoyed the music, and we are very grateful for all who tuned in to share this evening with the Winnipeg Singers. We're very much looking forward to coming on stage.
Shift command. Did I do that?
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I was muted. That brings us to the end of our video performance. Sorry, Yuri's sound was not good there. I can say for Yuri and myself and the board of directors and the technical team and everyone that's there tonight, we so much appreciate you watching our presentation. We're so grateful for all of your support ongoing, and we really hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you so much.